Seattle select team. The referees or linesmen are just putting the nets in, and 4 minutes on the warm-up clock. And let's get going. And there we go. Let's go, boys. Everybody in attendance for this Friday afternoon face-off. The only person missing, head coach, Coach Matt Strang. Unable to make the trip, so we've got Coach Jason Goodallin, if anybody's heard of him before. And he's going to lead the way. Starting in goal, keeping it the same, but they are going to play full game, so it's going to be number 74, Liam Lipchuk, starting us off in the tournament. Here we go. I tried to find a little bit of information about the select team and haven't come up with anything. So the first of 4 matches before the playoffs on Monday. And we take on the 2 Vancouver teams in our division tomorrow at 9:30, I believe. And I believe it's like 4 or 5 in the afternoon for game number 3. But for now, we're worried about the selects. Well, hopefully, Coach Matt, if you're watching, hoping you're able to join us. And just another minute left on the warm-up clock to get the game underway. Here's a quick look at the select team. Oh, you're fine. There's really no good angle on the far end of the ice, so I apologize in advance. They would not let me up into the mezzanine today. After doing what they gave me. Where did Marshall go? All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. 15 minutes on the clock. Stop time. At 5-goal differential, they invoke the mercy rule and will turn it into runtime. For now, it's 0-0. The game's going to get underway. And here we go. It's going to be Anthony Anderson at center ice. Left side, Dion Beach. Let's see to the right-hand side, Hayden Wilson. Puck is won by the Selects. Nope, they come early across the blue line. Whoop, and drop the puck. Dion Beach sports out to the side, taken by the Selects. Then Dion skates up onto it, steals the puck, and heads in. Dion crossed the blue line. Dion skates to the middle, drop the puck. Slap shot from the Selects. Come the other way. Good stick from Kyler Anderson, sending him back the other way. And here is Swales. Swales sends the puck up. Kyler Anderson just missed the puck, and that'll be icing on the compete. Just 31 seconds into this first period. And on the draw, Selects win it, send it back to the D. Tried to send it back to number 9 and picks up the puck and heads in. Check, loose puck, high slot to the net, shot! Lip chuck to save. Selects, pick up the puck and the rebound, come up the left-hand side, stopped up, checked, and here come the compete. Stretch pass for Kyler Anderson. Tip by the Selects. Play goes on. Selects out of the corner. Pass. Goalie had to make a save from the Select player. Turn shot between the wickets. No indication of a goal, but underneath the pads. Stoppage in play. The Select player tried to send it through the blue paint and hit the goalie in the chest. No shot registered. Play goes on. Face up win by the compete. Slap shot. Goalie save. Couldn't find the rebound. Selects out and send it up to the left-hand, right-hand side. Check by the compete. Puck comes out to neutral ice. Puck is lost. Sent back to Swales. Swales passes. Lachlan Miller. Lachlan comes down. Stops the mid-boards. Rotherham in support for Lachlan. The puck comes out. Crosses the far side. Swales picks it up. Travis off the boards. Loose puck taken up by the Select. And here comes Seattle. Back checking. Rotherham sends the puck back in the offensive zone. Touched by Seattle, will not be icing. Seattle revert behind the net. Puck comes out the middle, almost checked. And here comes the Selects. 3-on-2. Get across the blue line and towards the net, but then checked. Rung around the boards for the compete. Stopped up by Seattle. Comes out the mid boards. Puck comes out to the middle of the slot. Hayden Wilson comes in from the blue line. Wilson cross, touched by Dion, but Selects come back the other way. Wilson uses his size, gets back across the blue line. Selects take the puck away. Dion Beach, the forward checker. Selects turning back in front of their own net, passing up the blue line. Puck comes across the middle and through center, pass up the left-hand wing. Cross board, there's a shot, Lipchuk to save. Loose puck, Lipchuk's got it. Rebound comes out far side. Loose puck, compete, taken away behind the net. Pass up for Grayson Smith. Grayson gets the puck up the center. Tipped up. Floating puck in front of Hayden Wilson. Selects checked at the blue line. And taking a bump. Selects them back the other way. And get across the blue line. Yes, they do. Onside. And drop the puck. Loose puck picked up by Swales. Gives it to Grayson Smith of the deflection of the Seattle player. Here comes Lavallee through the middle. Lavallee on his backhand. Ends it behind the net. Valley centers. There's Towers, a shot, goalie save. Nice shot from Everett Powers and then back the other way. Powers regroups, switches at center, sends the puck back for Lawless. Here comes Lawless, cross center, dumps the puck in. Rotterdam on the forward check, comes down to the far corner. Rotterdam bullies his man to the ground, no call, play goes on. His puck behind the net, selects, and it around the right-hand side and up the middle, and here come the selects through center. Selects, busting through the blue line, drop the puck there as it comes in front of the net, shot. Lipchuk the save. Rebound comes missed by the defense, comes down the ice. Here comes Rotterdam. Rotterdam break away on his backhand forehand shot, goalie save. Rebound goes to Rotterdam. Rotterdam sends it up in front and comes all the way back down the ice. That's off to compete, so that will not be icing. Lipchuk behind the net, sends it around by Swales, stopped up by the select. Shot in front, swung and a wing, swing and a miss. Hayden Wilson to Dion Beach, tips it back up the center. Set back in by the selects. Lachlan Miller back to the puck. Here comes Lachlan. Lachlan, far side, blocked by the selects. Puck stays in at the blue line. Puck sent across. Dion Beach sends in front of it. Select player spins out 13. Loose puck, a slot shot. Liam the save. Loose puck, not much on it. Hayden Wilson deflected. And loose puck. Now comes Swales. Here comes Travis across center. Swales a shot. Go! Travis Swales gets the compete with a great wrister. Way to go, Swales! Beauty shot. And compete on the board 1-0. 4 minutes and 44 seconds into period number 1. 1-0 compete. Puck won by Seattle off the new draw. Put back to the defensive line. Compete backing up in the zone. They go D to D. Far side. Rushed up to center ice. Seattle elects to leave it. Here comes 37 through the middle. Bullied down. That's going to be a call. As much as we don't like it. But a little bump in the rear end is all it took to send the compete to the penalty kill. As Lavallee gets called for tripping. Ten minutes exactly left, period number 1. Face of one by the Seattle Select. Shot blocked. Loose puck. And sent all the way down behind the net. Far side, Lawless. Lawless into the boards. Select player fell down. Lawless dropped a stick. Selects. Picked it up. Shot outside of the net. It heard the post, but it was on the outside. Comes back. Shot through the middle. Blocked by the compete. Loose puck. UMH sends it up the middle. Rotterdam. Short-handed across the blue line. Rotterdam onto his forehand. Gets checked by the Select players. Comes down in the near corner. Selects. Regroup behind the net. And here they come. Rotterdam chases them back just to the blue line, held in. Puck comes to the middle. Rotterdam picks it up. Shot. Goalie save. Rebound comes down low. Select reverse behind the net. Here they come out with the puck. Send a shot up the middle. Blocked. Here comes Lawless through the blue line. Lawless from his knees. Shot goes wide. Rebound comes near side. And here comes the Select 97. Frost, loose the middle. And it's a goal that got just underneath Liam. And it's 1-1. Time of the goal. 6:11. So let's regroup, boys. Anthony Anderson going to take the draw at center. 1-1 is the score. 8:49 left to go in period number 1. Base at 1 by Anderson. Loose puck. UMH comes up with it. Here comes Dion Beach down the left-hand side. Dion tries to drag to his forehand. Can't do it. Checked. Puck comes down low. Center on the far side. Hayden Wilson jumps into the play. Puck is loose. The midboards checked up by Lachlan Miller and sends the puck down in front of Hayden Wilson. Rung around the boards by Seattle and stopped by Lachlan Miller at the blue line and dumps the puck back in. Anderson down low works out of the near corner. Puck sent up the middle. Loose puck. Lachlan Miller at center. Sends it back the other way, but Seattle comes up and then comes down. 86, the right side, tries a shot. Goes off a leg. Seattle spins. 81, there's a shot. Liam, the save. Loose puck comes to the select. He tried to stay out in front and blocked. Hayden Wilson comes across the blue line. Wilson gets to center and chipped and stolen by the defense of the select. Late change for the compete, giving the select time to come down the right-hand side. Goldbraith, a shot, 86. Rebound comes out near side, checked, knocked down. It's going to be tripping and touched by the compete. And that is going to send Lawless to the box. .736 left to go. Time of the infraction. 5-on-4, and now for Seattle. 1-for-1 on the power play already. Face-up won by Seattle. Comes back to the D. D passes down to the forwards on the left-hand side. Forward, back to the top of the circle. Give and go. Back to the D line. Shot, tip. Liam, the save. Rebound comes down into the far corner. Two select players are there. Take the puck, walk out, high slot shot goes through. Comes wide into the boards. Kyler Anderson sends it back, rung around the boards to compete, and all the way up and down the ice. Forwards go for a change. Landon LaValle, the forward check, but it comes back. Hale steps in front of it. 23. Takes a bump, keeps possession of the puck at center ice. Hale gets across the blue line, competes, send it back to the blue line, but here comes the selects. Pushing through the middle, shot, goal! Bullet of a shot by number 13. And it's 2-1 for Seattle. Power play goal. 6:38 remaining in period number 1. Connor Oakton wins the draw. LaValle comes up with the puck. LaValle checked at the blue line. Selects. Send it back up. Stopped by Connor. Connor, far ice. Stolen by the selects, but given back and away far side. Here comes the compete. Shot tip for Rotterdam. Can't get a snuff wood on it. Rotterdam back to Lachlan Miller. To Oakton. Connor tries to get to his forehand. Blocked. Loose puck comes to the middle. Shot just wide of the net. Liam Rotterdam comes back to Lachlan Miller. Far side. Dumped by Lyndon Brenton, Checked by Rotterdam. Oakton into the boards as well. Pucks across. Oh, Brenton had a glorious chance. Couldn't get any wood on it. Brenton into the corner. Selects take the puck, send it back to the blue line, out to center ice. And down. Lachlan Miller's going to have to be quick. At number 37 for the selects. On the forward check, Dion Beach picks up. Beats the middle. Here comes Hayden Wilson. Dropped the puck. Gave it back. Hayden Wilson flips towards the center, blocked. Puck comes around far side. Wilson down low. Centers went off of the select player. There's Powers, a shot, tip over top of the net. Rebound, compete, still have it. Tries to send to the middle, loose puck in front of the goalie. And he's got enough for the ref to get the whistle and holds on. 5:03 left in period number 1, 2-1 for Seattle. LaValle comes over the boards. He's going to take the face off to goaltender's left. Face-off win by Seattle, but LaValle into the boards. Checked. Coming into the play. I believe that's Grayson Smith. with Lavallee. Lavallee gets interrupted, sends it to the middle, loose puck. Spinning up Kyler Anderson, but here come the Select 2-on-2. Powers and Lawless. And somehow the Selects stay on side, but check by Lavallee on the back check. Lavallee up off the boards, loose puck. And we're going to get there first. Lawless sends the puck ahead. Grayson Smith. Puck comes from the far side. Brenton back on the ice. Here comes Linden on his backhand. Passes off. Lawless, a drive. Tip just goes wide. Puck down into the corner. Rotterdam back over the boards. Rotterdam takes and feeds the middle for Brenton. Checked off the puck. And here comes Seattle. Seattle checked. Rotterdam stick handling. Gives the puck. There's a shot and a goal. I'll take that. Heck yeah, we will. And a great feed. I believe that is Lyndon Brenton. He's from Rotterdam. And Connor Oakton going to take the draw. 2-2, 3:54. Face a win by the UMH. Brenton sends back to the D line. D to D. Lachlan Miller sends the puck over to Rotterdam. And Miller tied up. Here it comes. Hale shot wide of the net. Rebound comes back to the D line. Seattle dumps the puck in. Swales picks it up. He's got goal number 1. Puck comes out. Brenton takes control. Tries to beat Rotterdam. Fanned on it. Got it back. Rotterdam tips it up to center. Connor Oakton watching the line. And here comes Seattle. Dumps the puck in. Miller feeds Dion Peach. Dion circles back. Dumps the puck around the boards for Lachlan Miller, who leaves it for Anthony Anderson. And Seattle dives back in across the blue line. Checked off the puck. Swales. Here comes Travis. Looks. Passes. Blocked. 23. Jordan, appropriately named. Takes a check into the boards. Loose puck. Hayden Wilson. Loose puck. Selects have it. Shot wide of the net. Rebound. Anderson sends it around for Dion. Peach rubbed out along the boards. Not interference. Play goes on. Shot. Selects. Can't come up with the puck. Chipped ahead. Here comes Dion Peach. Dion crossed the blue line. Slap shot wide of the net. Rebound. Anthony Anderson's there first. And chipped out by Hayden Wilson. And trouble here. Seattle's in. Shot. Liam to save. Loose puck in the feet. Up off the boards. Kyler Anderson held in by the Seattle team. Puck still on side. Chipped up to center. Seattle regroups. Pushes it forward. Shot. Liam to save. Rebound. Selects. Checked off the puck. Loose puck. Rung around the boards. Hayden Wilson chips it. Sends it all the way down. And it's going to be icing on the compete, which I don't mind. Get a full, complete change. So Powers and Lawless are going to watch the point. Lavallee, Smith, and I believe Anderson. But here, shot. Liam to save. Trying to go short side. Tip. Coming up the middle, loose puck. Ends up in the UMH zone. Everett Powers checked. Here comes 13. Drags. Can't get a shot. Rebound. Can't get a shot. Loose puck swallowed up by UMH. Chipped up to the blue line. Held in. Sent back by the Selects. Loose puck in the high slot. And puck is deflected out of play. So it should be, and it is, it'll be an offensive faceoff for Seattle. 2-2 with 1:18 left in period number 1. Faceoff win by the compete. Loose winger out. Here comes Miller, but he's fanned on it. Following it, Rotterdam sends it out far side. Brenton. Linden sends it up in front of Rotterdam, and it comes back with the Selects. Seattle back up off the boards and out the center ice. And Swales trying to find a little bit of free ice. Swales peels back, sends the puck back to center in front of Brenton. Rotherham on the forward check, chipped up. Brenton grabs it, heads in. Here comes Linden. Shot to the middle from Rotherham is blocked. Rotherham centers. Brenton a shot, goalie save, rebound. Can't come up with a rebound. Loose puck, selects up off the boards and send it back to center. UMH collects the puck and sends it back. The selects take it away and come across the blue line and dump the puck in. Final 25 seconds. Period number one, stolen by the selects to the net. Can't get a shot off. Send the puck down low, selects. Tying up their men, send it towards the slot, blocked. And that's Swales who comes up with it. Last 5 seconds. Swales is going to kill it. Up off the boards and down the ice. And that's it for period number one. They trade goals. It's 2-2 after one. I apologize again for the vibrating camera work. It is bloody cold in this arena. And there's no heaters. And set for period number two. And it'll be the same line starting off period number two. So Anthony Anderson, Hayden Wilson, and Dion Peach with Lawless Powers. Face-off win by Anderson. Lawless jumps up with it at center. Stick Anderson's way, pushes the puck in the offensive zone. Stolen by Seattle. Hale comes up off the board, swallowed up by Lawless. To Powers. Powers ahead, tip. Dion can't get across the line. Seattle stopped up the blue line. Loose puck taken away. Then checked at center. Loose puck. Dion picks it up. Dion chips it ahead. Hayden Wilson's going to be there first. Hayden spins out, gets checked into the corner. Anderson comes out to help out, but hitting to the boards. Powers comes up with it. Then back checked. And here comes Seattle across the blue line. One-on-one shot. Liam says, no way, and holds on. (14-13), just 47 seconds in. Seattle has the puck down low, look to center it. Coming out of behind the net. There's the centering pass. Tip. UMH take it up, feed the middle. Kyler Anderson could have a break. Kyler's in. Kyler stops, forehand shot, goalie save. Rebound, Landon LaValle. Landon pushes it back to the D-line. Miller sends it back down, but checked by Seattle. Loose puck, Swales checked. Pass ahead, here comes Seattle. Seattle forced to go low, centers. Stick handle, can he get a shot? There it is, Lipchuk there, Lipchuk the rebound. And save Lipchuk, comes back out, tipped up by UMH. Here they come. Pass on the right-hand boards. Kyler Anderson knocked down, play goes on, tipped up. Dilly comes up the puck, feeds the middle. And I'm pretty sure that's offside. And yes, the linesmen agree. And that'll come out to neutral ice. So Connor Oakton, Liam Rotherham, and Lyndon Brenton over the boards. Loose puck. He wants it. UMH does. Here comes Brenton. Lyndon crossed the blue line. Lyndon stick handles knocked down. Couldn't get a shot, but he's going to get the call. He's going to get the body checking call. Great draw, Lyndon. Oh, I thought he was going to get the call for that. Yeah, all right. No draw. My mistake. 5-on-5. Face-off win by the compete. LaValle shot tipped just wide of the net. Rebound goes through the crease. And the ref whistled it down. I didn't. Did he make a hand whistle? Like, was the hand pass? Must have been a hand pass or something because it's coming outside the zone. Or like maybe punched it with his fist and knocked it forward. But anyhow, here comes Seattle across center, across the blue line. Seattle tries to stick handle, get towards the net. Seattle down low. Centers. Puck comes up back to the D line. Rotherham checks his man, but Seattle still has the puck. Two UMH players collide in the corner. And Seattle has it for a second. Now send back for Rotherham. Liam avoids his check and heads in. Rotherham shot off the bar. Rebound. Shot from Lawless goes wide. Rotherham back to Powers. Powers to Rotherham. Rotherham feeds the middle. Turns, fires. Brenton just over top of the net. Elliot Lawless gambled. Loose puck. And it's Brenton that has the puck. Had to wait a minute to stay on side. Compete with changing. And off the boards, Seattle tries to reverse directions. Instead, it's number 81. Ayer comes forward. Checked by Powers. Gives the puck back to Seattle. Loose puck. Check. Dion Beach comes across. 1-on-2. Dion a shot. Blocked. Dion takes his man into the corner. Loose puck comes out of the midboards. Feed the middle. Here comes Seattle from center. Ayer gets across the line, dumps it in, and goes for a change. Far side, Lachlan Miller. Chipped up to the midboard. Seattle sends it back the other way. Miller gets the puck back. Lachlan off the boards, chipped up. Trying to get loose. Hayden Wilson. And it is Seattle skates to the middle. All the way to the line. Lipchuk the save. Rebound comes into the far corner. Seattle with possession. Feeds the middle. Loose puck. Picked up Hayden Wilson. Wilson off the boards. Not far enough for icing. Play goes on. Set up to the boards. Compete. Take it away. Feed the middle. Seattle checking. Feed it up. Tipped away by UMH for picking it up. 13. Who's been up past. It's a strong game for number 13. Rung around the boards. And feeding, here comes the compete. Take the left-hand side and head down. And check, knocked down. Play goes on. Compete, loose the puck. Seattle into the near corner. Seattle pass it up, tip to the middle. And LaValle trying to find some room, runs into a couple of Seattle players. The puck comes in on side to the net. Ayers 13. Lufkin, number 13. And that's a call for, yeah. No, I was holding. Yeah. And the compete who were 0 for 2 on the penalty kill. And it's going to be Lawless is going to go away for holding. Rotherham comes out for the draw. Face-off win by Rotherham. Puck comes in the near corner. Seattle takes it, hits forward, streets the middle. Stopped. Here comes to compete. Puck is up. Rotherham's in. Short-handed. Rotherham tries to feed the middle and blocked by Seattle. 2-on-2 the other way. Good stick. But Seattle keeps pressing. Rotherham pushes him down. And a call against Liam. He's going to get holding for that too. And it's going to be 5-on-3 for Seattle. A minute 34. 5-on-3 for Seattle. Face-off win by the compete, but it's Seattle controls D to D. Seattle, there's a shot, tip wide of the net. Seattle on the rebound. Seattle circles, comes out, shot, tip. Liam the save, rebound, compete, and send it down the boards. All the way down. And a minute 10 to go, 5-on-3. Selects group behind the net. Connor Oakton, the forward checker, tipped away by the compete. Send it up to middle. Seattle picks it up. Ayers, 81, shot. Lipchuk the save. Bobbles the rebound, but comes into the corner. Shot in front of the net. Rebound comes up with the D line. D shot. Trying to get a tip on it. Comes wide. 45 seconds left. 5-on-3. Here's Seattle. Sends the middle. Shot. Blocked. Rebound. Seattle down low. Passes out on the outside. Cross the ice. Shot. Lipchuk's there, and he holds on. 29 seconds left. 5-on-3. 55 seconds to go in the penalty kill for the compete. 8:32 remaining in period number 2. Face-off win to the compete, and here they come. And good backhand and get the puck back to center ice. Robinson, 16, collects and comes up for Seattle. Robinson in flight, skates across the blue line, heads in, gets around power, shot, Liam the save, and holds on. No rebound from Lipchuk. 10 seconds to go, and we get Lawless back onto the ice. Face-off win by Seattle, comes back to the D line. D to D. 16, Robinson comes back across. There's a shot wide of the net. And they didn't start the clock, so it's really a delay here. Shot, Liam the save, rebound, Liam the save. Loose puck, it's underneath. And Lawless comes back on as the goalie, or excuse me, as the referee whistles it down. But UMH was down 5-on-3 for about an extra 16 seconds, which is ironically the time they kept on the clock to get Rotterdam back on the ice. So 5-on-4 with 7:52 to go. Face-off win by the compete. Spinning out of the corner, up off the boards, and back out to neutral ice. D to D, Robinson, 16, comes up with the puck. Comes in, but he brought the puck in offside. And just 4 seconds to go before Rotterdam gets back on the ice. So it'll be an important draw here to win so we can get Rotterdam to come all the way up the offensive zone of the ice here. Face-off win by the compete. And Rotterdam's out. Loose puck to the middle. Rotterdam to the bench. And Seattle unable to capitalize on the 5-on-3. Here comes the compete. Back the other way. Loose puck knocked in the offensive zone. Robinson is back. Dion Peach and Hayden Wilson. And back checking Dion Peach. Dion comes up with the puck, gets hauled down, and it will be a call as Seattle touches the puck. And that is Lefkins, number 13, getting the call for tripping. Offensive opportunity, 7:08 left in period number 2. Score till still tied at 2. And LaValle on the draw. Landon pushes his way forward, loose puck into the boards, and unable to hold the line. Comes back and down the ice. Lawless. It's got Kyler Anderson coming up the near side. Lawless behind the net. Lawless checked by Seattle. Loose puck. Seattle's got it shorthanded. There's a shot wide of the net. Rebound comes up in front. Tipped up, and here comes to compete through center. Kyler Anderson crossed the line, drops for LaValle, a shot, goalie save. Rebound, Grayson Smith to LaValle. LaValle stick handles a shot just wide. Went through the goalie, but didn't get past the net. Lachlan Miller sends the puck down. Behind the net, Grayson Smith. Grayson in front, shot blocked. Rebound, compete. Turning Grayson Smith. Seattle interrupts and then dumps the puck down the ice. Liam leaves it for Miller. Lachlan passes off. Swales sends it up. Rotterdam. Fans on his pass attempt. Loose puck comes down in the offensive zone. But Seattle to the line. Whoop, I'll show it to you. Renton. Puck up in the air. Lachlan Miller can't hold the line. Puck is dropped. Seattle comes in. Rotterdam pushed him down. No call. Play goes on. Swales behind the net. Travis. Pass up. Blocked. But the rebound comes to Rotterdam. Liam crossed the ice. Renton can't catch up with it. Sent back by Seattle. Final 13 seconds. Swales to Lachlan Miller. Miller to Rotterdam. Feeds. Connor sends it for Brenton. Can't get a shot. And here comes Seattle. Puck tipped up outside the zone. Lawless back. Seattle takes the puck away. Lufkin dropped it at the blue line. Here comes to compete. Brenton down the right. Brenton fanned on his shot. Loose puck. Brenton trying to get a stick on it. Connor Open comes down. Rung around the boards in front of Powers. Lawless against 13. Lawless one-on-one. Tries to drag around Lawless, not having anything to do with it. Brenton picks it up and pushes in from center. And Seattle let the puck go. No icing. Play goes on. Hayden Wilson into the boards, but Seattle comes away with the puck. Seattle across center. Seattle stick handle still has the puck. Pushed up into the corner. Hayden Wilson trying to switch direction. Sorry, that's Wilson in front of the net. Up off the boards. Seattle checked into the midboards. Still have the puck. Chipped up again into the midboards. Hayden Wilson chips in, comes up from center, feeds the middle. Here we go. Dion Beach. Look for Anderson. Couldn't get the pass across. Beach met by 3 Seattle selects. Seattle with the puck. Sends it back to midboards. Feeds the middle. And here comes Seattle. Tilly sends it across the far side. 53 against Lachlan Miller. Push down. Miller takes the puck away. Miller up off the boards. Loose puck at center. And here comes Seattle. Hale comes away with the puck. Anthony Anderson providing the forecheck. Comes up for number 81. 81 feeds the middle. Here comes 53. Still has the puck on his backhand. Cuts towards the net. And pushed out the puck. Comes into the near corner. Far corner. Seattle walks out. Shot. Lipchuk the save and finds the rebound and hangs on. 3:06. Still 2-2. Faceoff goes to Seattle. Seattle shot tip wide of the net. Rebound comes out near side. Out of the corner, back up to the D line. Still inside, but taken away by UMH. Here comes LaValle. Landon gets towards the net. Goalie forced to paddle it over to the corner. Down low, Seattle gives the puck away. Kyler Anderson off the skates. Backhanded by Seattle. Could be 2-on-1. Offside is Seattle. Rotterdam picks up the loose puck. Feeds LaValle, but he can't get a stick on it. Comes down and icing on the compete. And that will come all the way down into the offensive zone for Seattle at 2:33 left in period 2. A win by the compete. Spinning out of the far corner. feeds to the left, the right side, and just tried to skate up onto it. Brenton over to in front of Rotterdam. D to D behind the net. Watching it, Brenton. Rotterdam almost stole it away. Rotterdam in to get the loose puck. Seattle comes up with it. Oakton, and here comes Connor. Connor, he's loose. Connor passes Brenton. Can't pull the trigger. That hurts. Good episode. Good try here. 13 left game across the blue line. Passes off. Shot. Lipchuk the save. Rebound comes Hyde. D tried to feed the middle. Knocked out. D knocks it down at the blue line. Shot in. Comes wide of the net. UMH picks up the puck. And Lawless stick handling. Lawless, one man rush, beats the middle, shot blocked by the D of the Seattle players. And Jordan, 23, comes back, tries to beat the middle, knocked away by the compete, loose puck in the slot, taken away by Seattle. Lifted a high floating puck across, loose puck. And Seattle still has control down low. Feed the middle, loose puck. UMH is there and send the puck up two. Slipping 1-on-2. And Dion Page drops it for Anderson. A shot. Goalie saved. Big rebound comes back to Lachlan Miller. Miller leaves the puck in the middle, taken away by Seattle. There's a pass, 59 against Swales. Travis, great defense. Lachlan Miller takes the puck away. Last 35 seconds of period number 2. And number 3 comes back. Skit handles his way to the middle. Drags. Can't get a shot off. Feeds the middle. Taken away. Lachlan Miller. Final 20 seconds of period number 2. Backhand is given away. Seattle feeds the middle. Shot. Lippy. Went underneath Lipchuk. And 3-2. Seattle takes the lead back. Just caught Liam underneath the pads. 9.5 seconds left in period number 2, and it is 3-2 for Seattle. LaValle out for the draw. And Seattle pushing forward. Here they come. Big shot wide of the net. Boy, Lipchuk got a piece, but that's it for period number 2. As Seattle got the lead back the last 10 seconds of the period, and it's 3-2 heading into the third. So recapping the goal scorers, we had Lawless Swales, number 10. Travis got us off to the start. And then the second goal, I still believe it was Brenton that got that one. And here we go. It'll be LaValle, Grayson Smith, and Tyler Anderson. Grayson went by LaValle, trying to catch the Seattle players off guard. LaValle drops. Anderson a shot and gloved down and held by the netminder of the Seattle Selects. Losing all the feeling in my fingers. Face off. When Anderson shot blocked, loose puck, and off the backhand, broken up by Lawless. LaValle tries to send it back for Grayson Smith, picking it up. Kyler Anderson. Tyler for Grayson. Checked by the Seattle team. It comes back out on the right side. Checked out by Seattle. 2-on-1. Feeds the middle, then can't convert. Tipped away. Down low, checked by the compete. Anderson tried to feed or tip through, but Seattle 86 feeds the middle and then knocked out by Anderson. Offside. Thank you. And 3-2, the Selects continue to lead with 1:54 gone in period number 3. Face a win by Oakton, feeding it over to Swales. Travis feeds Brenton. Brenton's check, loose puck. Here comes Seattle against Lachlan Miller. Great back check from Connor Oakton. Zoom out a bit so y'all can see it. And then up off the boards and down the ice. Swales to Lachlan Miller. Lachlan tries to feed Rotterdam. Then checked up middle, far side, Brenton. Linden feeds Rotterdam. Rotterdam busts in. Oakton gets a stick on it to Rotterdam. Rotterdam works out of the corner. Seattle send the puck behind the net, and here they come out from the near side. Pass across the middle. Here comes Seattle. Seattle sends the puck down behind. Stopping up, leaving it for the D. And Lawless in a battle. There's Connor Oakton. Feeds around for Lachlan Miller in front. Rotterdam gets a stick on it, tips it back out to center, then dump back in. Seattle's offside, gives Lawless a chance to collect. Lawless tried to feed Anthony Anderson, and it's not going to be icing. First, Lachlan Miller at the blue line. Seattle steps in front of him. Seattle retreats behind their net, trying to pass up on the near side. Speaking of the far side, UMH is there. Seattle takes the puck back, flips it towards the middle, almost given away. Miller sends the puck down, goes off the leg. Puck still in the offensive zone for the compete. That's Hayden Wilson. Centers. There's puck shot. Blocked. Hayden Wilson. Puck comes through the crease. Play goes on, gets to center. UMH. Swales passes for Lachlan. Lachlan for Hayden. Back to Lachlan. Yeah, just. Yeah, Anderson just ahead of the play. .10:55 remaining. Compete, need a goal. LaValle wins the draw, tries to chip it through the Seattle players. And up off the boards, here comes Seattle. Black stood up, fell down, play goes on, lost control. UMH picks it up, trying to stretch it out. And far side is Lawless. Elliott stripped of the puck and fights to get it back. UMH comes up with it. There's puck at center, and it's Seattle comes up with the first offside as Robinson cruised through. But Seattle was unable to get back across the blue line. Stoppage and play comes at 10:25 left of the third. 3-2. Seattle leads. Connor Oakton wins the draw. Comes back. Powers to Lawless. Lawless has some room. 3-on-2. Here comes UMH. Shot wide of the net. Rotterdam on the rebound. Rotterdam comes down trying to feed Oakton. Brenton in front of the net. Comes out. Brenton can't get a stick on it. Seattle sends it up. It comes out neutralized cross ice. And Lawless keeps tabs on the Seattle player. Puck comes up to the corner. Lawless comes up with it. Chipped up, loose. Seattle sends it back. Gets off the skate of Everett Powers. And down low, Powers. Seattle still has it in their feet. Seattle 86 shot and shot in a goal. Beat Liam on the far side as 86 with a rocket hip high, and it's 4-2. Lots of time left, boys. 9.5 left in period number 3. Let's go, compete. Anthony Anderson on the draw, won by Seattle. Loose puck, Hayden Wilson into the boards, but chipped ahead by Seattle, taken by Travis Swales. Swales chased all the way behind his net, passes for Laughlin. Miller sends it for Dion, chipped by Anderson to Dion, and Dion starts off. Dion checked at the blue line. Laughlin, Miller, and Anthony Anderson hold the line. Neutralized battle here. And puck sports out. Here comes Seattle. Watched by Swales. Loose puck, shot, high over top of the net. Rebound. Hayden Wilson can't catch up the puck, but he checks his player. Comes back to the line. Number 9, a drive. Lipchuk to save. Rebound, Lachlan Miller. Up for Dion. Dion tries to feed Hayden Wilson, but following it is Travis Swales. Swales across the blue line. Travis, a shot off the bar. Travis off the bar. Second post of the game for the compete. And it's UMH that comes back the other way. Here comes Lawless. Lawless, a drive wide of the net. Went deflected off his stick. Into the boards down low. Puck comes out to the near side. Everett Powers fanned on his shot. This puck here at center, stripped back by Powers. Here comes Grayson. Tries to feed LaValle. Landon down low. Landon still has possession, flips it towards the net. Seattle dominoes at the blue line. Puck is underneath LaValle. And it's Grayson Smith who comes away with it. Grayson checked off his backhand. Then picked up by LaValle, and he's bodied off the puck. No call. Play goes on. Up ahead, off the skate. Here comes Liam Rotherham. Liam gets to his knees. Loose puck stripped by Seattle. Seattle passes to center. Then offside is Seattle. They dump the puck back in. Seattle has to tag up. UMH feeds it for Oakton. Can't get a stick on it. Brenton is there. And now stripped of the puck. Brenton had to go off his stick. And here comes Seattle. Cross the blue line. Seattle skates to the middle. Check. Oakton gave the puck back. Loose shot. Liam the save. Rebound in the feet. Swallowed up by UMH. Can they get the puck out? Yes, they can. Far side, Brenton pushes it out the center. Strip. Oh, Brenton could have been in alone. Here comes 81. Stick handles across the blue line. Knocked down. Liam forced to play the puck. Pass for Anthony Anderson to Dion Peach. Back to Anderson. Back to Peach. And forced back by Seattle. 86 against Travis Swales. Travis spins away. Passes for Dion. Here comes Dion. 27 at center. 6 minutes to go. Slap shot wide of the net. Hayden Wilson trying to catch up with the rebound, but it comes all the way out. 3-on-2. Here comes Seattle. Feed the middle. Lipchuk forced to play it. Sent it to the corner. Seattle down low. Checked. Renton into the boards. Hayden Wilson fell down. Sent across the middle on their backhand. Shot. Lipchuk will save. He's got it. Lippy able to hang on. Way to go, Liam! Liam's been, yeah. It's all and complete change here for the compete. Connor Oakton line out for the defensive faceoff. Excuse me, that is LaValle. Pardon me. Here comes Seattle. Shot. Lipchuk the save. Rebound comes down low. UMH chipped it up. Grayson Smith, give and go. Sends it back for Everett Powers. Powers being watched, in trouble. Chipped out. Gives the puck back for Grayson. Grayson, small far side, LaValle. Landon, cross the line. Skates towards the middle, strip of the puck. Loose at center. Seattle with LaValle in tow. Shot wide of the net. Rebound. Seattle taken to the boards. 5 minutes to go. UMH needs a couple of goals. Centered by Seattle. Seattle check, fell down, gets it back. Shot, Lipchuk the save. Rebound comes out near side. Hale sends the puck down low. Check by Powers. Grayson Smith is in the boards. Seattle back up to the D line. Sends the puck over to the near corner. UMH ices the puck, which should give us a chance to get a full change at 4:25 left of period number 3. 4-2. Seattle leads. Face-off win by Seattle. Loose puck in the high slot. Chipped out. Comes back to the blue line. Number 9, shot. High over top of the glass. Rebound. Seattle. Shot. Lipchuk to save. Comes back out the boards. Number 3 sends it to the middle. Blocked. Loose puck. Turning and firing off the skate of Lachlan Miller. 86 into the corner. Check by Oakton. Sends it up the middle. Loose puck. Seattle shot. Lipchuk to save. Rebound. Lipchuk to save. He's been huge today. Here comes UMH. Send it up the middle. Stripped. Loose puck. And there's the pass. Backhand by Rotherham to Brenton. Brenton across the blue line. Linden shot. Goalie save. With Oakton on the doorstep. No rebound. 3:31 to go. Face-off win by the compete. Puck ends up to behind the net. Excuse me. Oakton pins his man to the boards, trying to get the puck out in front. Boards puck is loose in the corner, and Seattle sends it up the mid boards. Here comes Seattle across the blue line, past center, knocked away, but Seattle keeps coming. Here comes Hale. Check by Dion. And puck still at the mid boards, now down the low corner. Seattle's got it. Seattle looks to center. There's the pass out in front, comes through the crease. Far side, Hayden Wilson can't get it out. Excuse me, I didn't even know where the puck was. But the puck is at the blue line here. I know that. And Dion checked. Ayers knocked down. Play goes on. Puck chipped up. Here comes LaValle. Landon inside, outside, skates to the middle. Landon check. Skated into 3 Seattle players. And D-to-D. 2.5 left to go in the game. Shot around by Seattle. UMH can't get the puck. UMH streets the center. Hale, number 43. Shot blocked by Swales. Travis gets the rebound down low. And Lawless with Swales. Puck comes out. Kyler Anderson on his backhand. Get the puck out. Loose puck. Swallowed up by the Seattle players. And puck comes harmlessly down behind the net. Lawless passes up. Anthony Anderson at center. That's offside. You betcha. And a $1:40 to go, and compete need a couple of goals. Connor Oakton on the draw. Face-off win by Oakton. Swales to Lachlan Miller. to Rotterdam. Rotterdam tries to chip against the defense. Puck still in the offensive zone, though. Down low, Rotterdam to Oakton. Far side, Brenton is there. Brenton feeds the middle, but nobody there. D-man for Seattle. Starts it behind their net. Feeds the middle, and here comes Seattle across center. 2-on-3. Seattle, number 3, spins out at the midboards. Feeds the middle. Taken away. Puck sent back up the center. Number 3 gets it back. Circles, tipped by Seattle, but coming up with it, Connor Oakton. Checked at center. Number 3, check. And trying to find some room. Sticks flying. Dion Peach can take the left. Dion crossed the blue line. Dion spins it backhand. Goaltender save. Shot wide of the net. Final 30 seconds. Lachlan Miller tried a shot, blocked. Spinning out Seattle, content to kill some time. Last 20 seconds. Puck out in front. And Seattle, luck for Seattle, comes across the center. Last 6 seconds. And offside is 97 as number 23, Jordan, jumped the play. But we need 2 goals in 3.8 seconds. So sorry, sports fans. Props to Seattle for playing a good game, though. Staying out of the box. Face-off win by Seattle. Comes back number 9 at the buzzer. Well, that's the game. 4-2 is the final for the Seattle Selects. But a hard-working game by the Compete. They just couldn't get enough shots on the goaltender. But they did hit the post a couple of times. They had a couple of good rifled shots. And so we'll hit the handshake line and come back tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning as we take on, can't remember, I'd say that the Vancouver Raiders or it's the Fraser Valley Bobcats. I should really do a better job. But we will line up to do Heart and Hustle and Player of the Game for both teams. And hardest worker going to number 21, or excuse me, 23, Jordan, for Seattle, and Player of the Game goes to Lufkins. Hardest worker goes to Travis Swales, who got the first goal of the game. And MVP goes to Liam Lipchuk. Way to go, Liam! And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We're done for today. We'll see you back tomorrow morning. Bye for now. Time to go.